This is a follow-along daily stretching routine for motocross racers. As you'll be able to tell from this video, I'm not the most flexible guy, and I'm pretty new to stretching, but this routine here has been an absolute game changer for me in both my performance on the bike and also just how I feel. So stay tuned for this video, follow along, and if you do need help with a custom fitness and nutrition program specifically for moto, you can tap the first link in the description, but let's get into this stretching routine. All right, we're starting this stretching routine off with 15 seconds. On our left hand, we're gonna do the wrist flexion forearm stretch with your fingers pointing up. In 5 seconds, we'll do the same exercise, same hand, but fingers pointing down. Next, we're just gonna switch hands and do fingers pointing up. In 5 seconds, we'll do fingers pointing down. Next exercise, we're going to be going into a downward dog in 3, 2, 1. Switch positions. The downward dog here, try to focus on keeping your knees straight, and then also you can shift back and forth, kind of move around, stretch out your shoulders, stretch out your back, stretch out your hamstrings, and really try to feel this in both your upper and lower body. Next exercise, we're going to drop into a cobra stretch. "30 seconds here. This one feels really good on your core, on your abs, on your lower back. Feel free to kind of move back and forth a little bit, side to side, and really feel the stretch. Next exercise, we're going to go into what we call the world's greatest stretch. It's more of a lunge position. You're going to take your left foot forward, and then you're going to rotate, put your arm up into the air, and just keep going with this movement up and down for the next 20 seconds. In 5 seconds, we're just going to drop the back knee and go into a lunge stretch. We're going to do this one for 30 seconds here. Feel free to kind of rock back and forth. Really stretch out your hips and your legs here. In 10 seconds, you're going to take your front foot and straighten it and touch your toe as best as you can into a hamstring stretch. Start that now. Same thing here. Feel free to kind of rock back and forth. Try to touch your toe. Try to really straighten your leg. Lock out your knee as best as possible. Stretch that hamstring. Okay, next we're gonna go switch legs and go back into the world's greatest stretch, where your right foot is now forward and you're reaching up and then back down with your right arm. is going to be the same sequence that we did with the last leg. So next, we're going to just drop that back knee and go into a lunge stretch. Same thing, feel free to move back and forth. Really stretch out your hips, stretch out your legs here. Don't forget to breathe. In 10 seconds, we are going to drop that front foot and go into the hamstring stretch, touching your toe. Go into that now. Straighten out that leg, touch that toe, focus in on your breathing as well. In 5 seconds, we're going to go into a butterfly stretch. We're in the butterfly stretch. I'm sure you've done this one before. We'll be in the butterfly for the next 20 seconds or so. Next exercise, we're going to go into the quad stretch. Right leg here, or if you already got your left back, don't stress on it. Lean back, really feel that stretch in your quad. Next exercise, we're gonna lean forward and go into the pigeon pose stretch. So put that front leg sideways, lean forward into it, straighten out your back leg there. Really feel that stretch in your hip flexors. Next, we're going to drop back into the quad stretch on your opposite leg. Do that for 30 seconds here. And then same sequence after this, we'll go back into that pigeon pose, the hip flexor stretch leaning forward in about 15 seconds. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're leaning forward into the pigeon pose. Five more seconds here. Then we're gonna stand up. All right, stand up. We're gonna go into this oblique and lat stretch. Just rotating side to side. Put your arms up. Lean over to your left, lean over to your right. Let's go back and forth. Up next, we're gonna stay standing. We're gonna do this twist. We call this like a trunk twist. This is gonna feel real good on your back. My back always cracks when I do this. Feels really good. final exercise, once again, we're going to stay standing and just do arm swings. Really open up your chest. Feel the stretch in your back. Do this for the next 20 seconds. Well, that's a wrap on the stretching routine. I hope you feel better after that. I know I do. And this is one of those routines that you can do every single day. I like to do it every single morning. But if you do need help with a custom fitness and nutrition program specifically for Moto, tap the first link in the description and apply for the MX FitCo program. Also, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel because we're going to be dropping a bunch of videos just like this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.